Okay, so I thought I'd treat you to something a little bit different this week. I'm going to share an order flow trade pre-race for one market here, completely unedited on Betfair's exchange. So you can see the exchange interface there over on the website. The horses are in the paddock, and that's because there's an incident just before the start of this race, which means unfortunately it's probably going to be delayed a minute or two, which is very important if you're new to trading. It's something that you might not realise. But, you know, this is a market where I'm expecting there to be some movement, but I'm not expecting that movement to be just yet. So I'm getting my screens organised, I'm setting my runners on the ladders, having a brief overview of what's happening in this marketplace. At this point in time, I've not made any kind of opinion whatsoever. The horses are just coming out. As I mentioned, there's been an incident, horse kicked out in the paddock there, so it's going to be delayed. So the market's starting to jump into life now, and that's what we call the live shows, the last 5 minutes before the start of the race. So this is typically where your course bookmakers all price up their boards, and it's a turning point in a way. If you've looked at the morning trades videos we've got on the channel, I'll have said previously that, you know, things can completely turn on their head in the live show. So this is the other side of that turning point. The morning trades are the alternate side of that, but by all means check those out. So I've placed a lay bet in the market there. I'll explain more about that in just a second. But if we look at the race in post, just have a brief overview of this race. It's a maiden race. There's not a lot of form on offer for these horses. You can see the prices that have already moved highlighting on the screen there. The favourites come in a little bit, maybe Music Banner has come in a little too. There's not a huge amount of information on offer in this race, and that's why I picked this one to share with you on YouTube, really, because the money in the marketplace is going to show us what's actually happening in, you know, so it's the motivating factor. Ultimately, money is the only thing that moves markets, okay? People can have opinion all day long, but, you know, if there's not money going down, then the market isn't going to move and nothing's going to happen. So getting those ladders in organised on the screen there. For people who are not familiar with the ladders, it's basically the Betfair interface in a vertical format. So you've got each column there, you've got the favourite on the left, and you've got second favourite, or I've moved them around a little bit, but you can see the horses' names at the tops with their Betfair charts at the bottom. So I've put a lay bet in the marketplace as the live show started there. You used to see at the beginning of this recording on Never, and that's because it looks like a weak horse in this race. Having looked at the racing post information there as well, I can't see any reason why this is likely to be backed. That said, it is a speculative opening trade. It's only 50 quid or thereabouts, or maybe only got £20 of it match, or I offset the position, sorry. So that's something where I laid the position, it drifted a tick or two, and then I backed part of it back into the marketplace to offset my green and red you can see on the profit and loss on the far right column there. So I've offset that position because I think, you know, potentially this could be a drifter, but I don't want to overexpose myself. And, you know, I'm sure there's plenty of people watching this right now sitting on, going, why are you sitting on your hands? Why are you not doing nothing? There's only 2 minutes to start. You've got to bear in mind that when a race is going off late, then you've got a couple more minutes after post, and the majority of that lovely liquidity that we want to exploit is in those final minutes. So you can see top of the screen there, £70,000 has been matched on this entire horse race at this point in time, and that will go up quite significantly in the next few minutes, but that's where I'm looking to target in this situation as the order flow and the money flows into the marketplace. So we're going to leave the Never position open unless it goes all the way back to sort of like 6.4, then we'll close out for a very minor loss, but we're going to give it a chance to run. And at this point in time, I'm trying to work out, of these two prices heading up the market, the two favourites, first and second favourite, which one is the one that's going to attract some money, or is it going to be top exhibit? At this point in time, on the overview, from what I've seen, don't really believe it's going to be top exhibit. I think possibly it could be Music Banner, it could be, I'm not going to try and pronounce that, the favourite. So you'll see that's why my cursor's bouncing back and forth. Put a couple of lay bets in the marketplace there, thinking maybe there's going to be a short-term flurry. And I'm just going to grab a quick snippet in the marketplace if that happens. So I'm getting myself in a good position. So one thing to mention on this, guys, obviously this is on YouTube, it's completely free, putting video on YouTube for people to view, and you can learn something from this, but I'm not going to share the specifics behind exactly what I'm doing. If you're interested in those things, check out the link in the description down below where we've got some courses that explain things more thoroughly. So I'm backing the favourite there as the price shortens. You can see the market overview chart on the left shows us all the different horses' prices in comparison to each other. I see the dark green bars show money that has flown into the market very recently. You can set that up. There's another video about the settings for Geeks Toy on the channel as well. But I've backed with that favourite, as the contractions come, and it's confirming my opinion on, one of these two is going to come in for a steam, because there's going to be some movement in this market. Okay, so we've nicked a few ticks and I've offset my position. You can see I'm still open for 158 on the top there. It's happened relatively quickly, but like I say, we're exploiting order flow short term in the live shows, and that overall traded volume has gone up significantly now. So we're up to £162,000 matched on this entire horse race. It's obviously a low quality event midweek, so that's why that is. But I'm now offsetting my position, and I'm locking in that profit, which is shown in that green column next to the traded volumes flying into the marketplace there. So I've offered a bet into the marketplace, and the lay position has been taken. So you can see overall we're on £22.67 currently. Geeks Toy Software has calculated that for us. It's a bit like cash out if you've used the website and you don't understand what this software is. But it's calculated the figures for us in advance of the price actually going there. So we're kind of like offering a cash out in the marketplace ahead of time. Now I've put some more lay positions in the market there, down at 3.15 and below. And all I'm looking for now is just to grab a tick in terms of scalping it out. So scalp out a tick or two. I believe that the price has reached the bottom or thereabouts of where it's likely to go shortly before the start. Horses are loading into the stalls. I'm watching that on my other screen on the video. So I'm monitoring all these different things at the same time. But I don't believe the price can go much further below. So if it comes down, I'm going to manage my position effectively. Very short term piece of time, nicking out a few ticks here and there, picking up the pounds. And as you can see, we're 22.67 in profit currently. I believe that we capture a little bit more of the order flow later on and nick another tick, which is known as scalping. We've got separate videos about scalping and a very good article on our website about scalping. So by all means, check that out. We'll put that in the link in the description down below too. But this is just really a bit of a preview for how I operate on a daily basis routinely. You can see that lay bet's been taken and now place the back bet in the market there at 3.2. So we've gained another tick increment between 3.15 and 3.2 once it's matched for a little bit more profit. And you'll see it tick up there in a second. But this is how I operate on a daily basis, consistently trading the markets pre-race inside the live shows. Just highlighting on the market overview there, the third favourite now, the now third favourite, it wasn't the third favourite originally, has also seen a little bit of late support, a little bit of a flurry of money, which is what has created that reaction in the marketplace. So here's the overall Betfair position on the website, how it would look on the website. So you can see our bets are backs and lays. If you offset those against each other, the stake against the backer stake and so forth, you'll see that we have the offset position, which is shown over on the left, the 23.76. And of course, just to show you at the end there, also the winner was the horse that had that late flurry of money there, the third ladder along, which was the yellow line shown on the market overview. So hopefully that was an interesting video for you. If you found it useful, please don't forget to like the video down below, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, check out another one, and also see those links in the description. Thanks for watching.